Cartaya here, and today you can see the wind, heavy wind. It's not exactly an ideal range test, but we're doing today what we call a real world range test. Now what is a real world range test? If this thing will stay still, it will not, I will be very mad. Okay, a real world range test is where you're testing in an environment you're more than likely going to find in an outdoor Nerf battle. Now, most people don't fight outdoors, sometimes, I don't know, but if you're playing with blasters like mine, like a Elite Alpha Trooper with a 9-kilogram spring, yeah, more likely it's going to be outdoors. Now put in mind, today we're not testing your typical darts. We are testing the Xplorer X tips, version 2s, with the aerofoam. I love this color, it's nice and bright, okay? I've not seen very many range tests on these darts, and in America they're not very mainstream, and quite frankly, they should be. There's good reason. Put in mind it's an Alpha Trooper, it's got a sleeve with no compensator, more than likely going to be less fast than one of my Retaliators. A Retaliator modded as such will do 90 to 95 flat. This one will probably be 80, 85. Plus you got the wind, so more than likely this thing could do about maybe 85, 90. So let's give her a shot, shall we? Now we'll do 6 in slam. Okay, there it is. So let's go check it out. The ones in slam, as usual, with an Alpha Trooper, went farther. Okay, so we got, right before 40, we got one that sputtered on us. Yeah. Okay, so the amount of hop is about 3 feet back from where it was, okay? So, as you can see here, we had one that landed right at 70. Okay, this one actually was here and then bounced back. This one bounced forward about a foot. This one's about 78. This one's just before 80. And then these two right here are your last of your single shots. All of your rapid fire are actually right here. There's quite a few reasons for this. And one of my reasons I've always said, okay, so this is right before 100. This is pretty much with that spring what a Retaliator would normally do. Okay. There are a few reasons, I believe, for the discrepancy between slam and single. For one, a lot of things could be, for example, like when I'm shooting, I'm holding it perfectly level. Okay? But when I'm slamming, the position of the blaster might move. Now, it's conceivable, however, that you could move it up and down the same amount. Plus, I've also noticed that in slam mode, the velocity is definitely higher and the pop is more powerful. I have no idea why an Alpha Trooper is faster in slam than it is in single fire mode. But for some reason, it is a little bit faster and it gets you another 10 feet or so of range. It could be because you have a hold down on the front of the plunger, and that, when single is engaged, is causing it to be held still. And then when it's unloaded, it's not held still, which might make less dead space. That's another theory I've had. I really don't know. I have never quite figured it out myself. I've been asked that question by others. I have. But basically, I have no idea. So here's a shot in the wind, against the wind. I'm gonna go straight against the wind. Watch what happens. They'll be coming. Okay. You know, that's pretty good. I went completely against the wind, and I shot a dot almost 80 feet. See that? I would say about 70, 75. Okay, against the wind. Now, if I did that with an Elite dart, it would be doing about 60. Well, let's face it, these tips are excellent. One advantage that they have is the fact that the foam is greater diameter than the tip. This means that the barrel, and I noticed this on brass blasters too, it will never touch that silicone tip. You'll never have the drag from it. It will never knock it down. So at any rate, this is Cartaya. I'll see you later. Don't you go changing. I'm going to be at Armageddon on Saturday. Be a wary bear. Doo-doo.